Hello friends, I am back with the topic enzyme of your syllabus, and it includes some of the herbal sources that we used as in our day-to-day life for its activity and its importance. So I am Dr. Vasundhara Saxena from Ramesh Institute as an assistant professor, working as an assistant professor in Ramesh. So I will be presenting my topic enzymes. The presentation would be dealing with introduction about enzymes, diastase and papain as a part of your syllabus. So here is what are enzymes. What do you understand by the term of enzyme? I am very much sure that you have learned about enzyme in other subjects also, and so here we have enzymes are organic crystals catalysts produced in the body by living organisms. They perform many complex chemical reactions that make up life processes. Enzymes are lifeless, and when isolated, they still exert the characteristic catalytic effect. So the properties of enzymes. What are enzymes and how do they work? They are colloidals, soluble in water and dilute alcohol, and are precipitated by concentrated alcohol. They act best at temperatures between 35 to 40 degrees centigrade, and they are destroyed at temperatures 65 and above, and their activity is negligible at 0 degrees centigrade. That means the most efficient temperature for their activity is 35 to 40 degrees centigrade. Until 40 to 65 they can do a bit of their effects, but not the potency will be high. So coming to the pH, their activity is affected by the pH of the medium. Enzymes are found in combination with inorganic and organic substances, and enzymes are obtained from plants and animal cells both. So here is the classification of enzyme. Oxidoreductase, that transfers the electrons. Transferase, group of transfer reaction. Hydrolase, hydrolysis reaction. Lysase, addition of groups. Isomerase, transfer of groups. Ligase or synthetase, we can say it is the condensation of two molecules. Actually, we are dealing with all these because whenever we have a question to attempt on enzymes, or we can say if it directly comes on papain or diastase, then we must have few words regarding enzyme, and it comes under the category of enzyme. So if we go through these of the material, then we can have something to write over about enzyme, its property and its classification. It was in very brief, but it will be helpful for writing your answers. So coming to the first topic, that is diastase, and if we talk about diastase, the synonyms are amylase, or we can also say it amylose, malt, salivary diastase. Biological source, it is also obtained from plant as well as animal origin. It is an amylolytic enzyme present in the saliva, that is salivary diastase of ptyalin, and pancreatic diastase or amylopsin, which is also called as animal diastase. And malt extract is the extract obtained from the dried barley grains of one or more varieties of Hordeum vulgare belonging to family Poaceae. So this is plant source for diastase. If we talk about the diastase and its preparation, then we have barley, which is one of the oldest cultivated cereals. It is an annual erect stout herb resembling wheat. The crop becomes ready for harvest in and about 4 months after sowing, and the grains are threshed out by beating with sticks. Dried barley grains are artificially germinated by keeping their heaps wet with warm water in a warm room. When the caliculi of the grain starts protruding out, the germinated grams are dried. The dried germinated barley or dry malt is subjected to extraction. The malt is infused with water at 60 degrees centigrade and infusion is concentrated below 60 degrees centigrade under reduced pressure and then dried. The less purified malt extract contains sugar and amylolactic enzymes. Its further purification affords diastase. So, if we talk about its description, it is amorphous powder, yellowish white in color with characteristic odor and forms a colloidal solution with water and precipitates with alcohol. Coming to its property, it is thermolabile, as we have studied in the introduction. The temperature affects the activities of the enzyme, and so it denatures at temperature above 45 degrees centigrade, and a pH less than 4 it is deactivated. The best active temperature is 35 to 40 degrees centigrade and the pH range is 6 to 7. Chemical constituents, if we talk about chemical constituent, malt extract contains dextrin, maltose, traces of glucose and about 8% of amylolactic enzyme diastase. And uses, it is used as digestant, used in production of pre-digested starchy foods and also for the conversion of starch to fermentable sugars in fermentation. They are used as bulk producing laxatives. So, coming to the next topic of enzyme is papain. And if we see what is papain and how it is obtained, then we will come to know the synonym for papains are papyotin, vegetable pepsin, tromasin, herbuse. These are some of the common names through which the papain is known as. Papyotin, vegetable pepsin, tromasin and herbs. Coming to the biological source, papain is the dried and purified latex of green fruits and leaves of Carica papaya belonging to family Caricaceae. Papain is prepared or preparation is done from dried latex, so we can go through it. It is distributed throughout the plant because the latex is obtained either from leaves, from ripe fruits and from stems also, but the maximum yield is obtained from unripe fruits. So, if we talk about it is distributed throughout the plant, but mostly concentrated in the latex of the fruit. The latex is obtained by making 2 of 4 longitudinal incisions about 1/8 inch deep on the surface of the 4 sides of the nearly matured but green fruits while still on the tree. It is not removed from the tree. The point to note is it is not removed on the tree from the tree. It is still on the tree and it is still green in color. At that point only we have to scrap it out for the collection of the latex. The incisions are made early in the morning at an interval of 3 to 7 days. The latex flows freely for few seconds but soon coagulates. It coagulates soon. So, the exudate is collected in a non-metallic container because in metallic container it gets reacted. Therefore, it is collected in non-metallic containers. Many a times we can use a wooden container. The latex is dried as soon as possible after collection. Rapid drying or exposure to sun or higher temperature above 38 degrees centigrade produces dark color product with weak in proteolytic activity. So, we will be continuing the procedure of preparation, and if 10% common salt or 1% of formaldehyde is added before drying, the product retain its activity for many months. So, addition of common salt or formaldehyde is better for us. Fully grown fruits give more latex of high enzyme potency than smaller or immature fruits. The yield of papain varies from 20 to 250 grams per tree. The yield of commercial papain from latex is about 20%. So, here we continue papain and its description, that how does it look like. Papain occurs as white or grayish white slightly hygroscopic powder. It is incompletely soluble in water and glycerol. It may digest about 35 times of its weight of lean meat, but best grades render digestion of about 200 to 300 times their weight of coagulated egg albumin in alkaline media. So coming to the properties of papain, we have the temperature range is 60 to 90. We have seen that the drug that we have studied before, diastase, is favorably working at 35 to 40 degrees centigrade, and here the temperature is about 60 to 90 degrees centigrade, which is favorable for the digestive process, with 65 degrees centigrade as the optimum point, the highest value of its reactivity. The best pH was 6 to 7 in that condition, and over here it is 5. But it is functional also in neutral or alkaline media. It is activated by reduction and inactivated by oxidation. So papain, we have already seen its properties. Now coming to the chemical constituent. If we talk about the latex, the enzyme papain contains papaya proteinase and chymopapain have been isolated in crystalline form, and these are obtained from latex. And from, if we talk specifically about the leaves, the process of dehydrocarpinase 1 and 2 fatty acids, carpane and pseudocarpane and carotenoids are obtained from the leaves. And if we talk about the fruits, lauric, myrstolic, palmitoic and archaic acids are the main constituents present in these plants. So if we talk about its uses, papain is used to prevent adhesion in infected wounds, internally as protein digestant, as anesthetic in case of nematodes. In meat industry, it is used for tenderizing beef. In surgery, it is reduced incidence of blood clots where thromboplasma is undesirable. It is powerful poison when injected intravenously. In industry, it is used in the manufacture of proteolytic preparations of meat, liver and casein with dilute alcohol and lactic acid as meat tenderizer, as a substitute for rennet in cheese manufacture, in brewing industry for making chill-proof beer, and for demugging natural milk in preparation of toothpaste and cosmetics, in tanning industries for bathing skin and hides, and as an ingredient in cleansing solution for soft contact lenses. So this is the uses of papain. And if we talk about the identification test, papain is reacted in with gelatin solution at 80 degrees centigrade in the presence of an activating cysteine chloryl hydrate solution for an hour. The solution is cooled to 4 degrees centigrade for a long time. The treated solution must not regale in comparison to a blank solution under identical condition. The adulterant that can be mixed in it can be the commercial papain is often adulterated with arrowroot starch, dried milk of cactus, gut percha, rice flour and pepsin. These are some of the adulterants that are used these days. Thank you class for hearing, and I'll be soon back with more of the notes.